Ever wondered how to make the perfect creamy garlic parmesan pasta at home? Well, let's embark on a culinary journey to create a dish that is a firm favorite in many households, and for good reason. This creamy garlic parmesan pasta is more than just a meal. It's a delightful experience. Each bite is a symphony of creamy, garlicky goodness, punctuated by the rich, nutty notes of Parmesan cheese. What makes this pasta special is its simplicity. It's a testament to the fact that you don't need a laundry list of ingredients to create something truly scrumptious. Let's introduce the stars of our show. First, we have a pound of pasta. Choose your favorite kind. It could be spaghetti, fettuccine, or even penne. Next, we have 4 cloves of garlic minced to perfection. The garlic gives our dish its signature flavor, adding a savory depth that's utterly irresistible. Then, there's butter. 2 tablespoons of it, to be precise. This golden delight will be used to sauté our garlic and create a flavorful base for our sauce. And speaking of sauce, we'll need a cup of heavy cream. This is what gives our pasta its luxurious, velvety texture. Now let's talk cheese. A cup of grated Parmesan cheese, to be exact. This is where our pasta gets its name. The Parmesan adds a rich, nutty flavor that perfectly complements the cream and garlic. To season, we'll need salt and black pepper to taste. And finally, we'll need some fresh parsley, chopped, for garnish. This verdant touch adds a pop of color and a burst of freshness that elevates our pasta to new culinary heights. With these simple ingredients, we're ready to start cooking. Stay tuned as we transform these humble ingredients into a mouth-watering masterpiece that's sure to impress at your next dinner party or family meal. Get ready to unlock the secrets to making the perfect creamy garlic Parmesan pasta at home. Let's get cooking. The first step in our recipe is cooking the pasta. Select your preferred pasta type, whether it's spaghetti, fusilli, or penne. We're going to cook it until it's al dente, which is Italian for to the tooth. This means that the pasta is tender, but still firm when bitten. So into a large pot of boiling water it goes. But wait, we're missing something essential. That's right, the salt. Salting the water is a critical step often overlooked. It enhances the flavor of the pasta from the inside out, giving it a nice, savory taste. A generous pinch should do the trick. Now let's let our pasta bathe in that salty boiling water for the time suggested on the package. As the pasta bubbles away, we can turn our attention to the star of our show, the creamy garlic sauce. And while our pasta is cooking, we can start on the creamy garlic sauce. The heart of this dish is the creamy garlic sauce. So let's dive right in and create this mouth-watering concoction. To begin with, we'll need a skillet over medium heat. Into this, we'll add 2 tablespoons of butter. Now, you might wonder why butter? Well, butter is the secret ingredient that gives our sauce that luxurious, velvety texture. As the butter starts to melt, it will begin to bubble and froth, releasing a rich, nutty aroma that's truly irresistible. Next, we'll add in our minced garlic. We're using 4 cloves here, but feel free to adjust according to your preference. There's no right or wrong when it comes to garlic. It's all about personal taste. So, in goes the garlic into our melted butter. Give that a good stir and sauté it until the garlic becomes fragrant. This should take about 1 to 2 minutes. The aroma of garlic sizzling in butter is something that's sure to awaken your senses. It's a smell that's both comforting and tantalizing, hinting at the deliciousness to come. Now here's a little tip for you. When sautéing garlic, you want to make sure not to burn it. Burned garlic tends to become bitter, which can ruin the taste of your sauce. So keep that heat at medium and keep stirring. Watch as the garlic turns a lovely golden brown, its flavors infusing beautifully into the butter. And just like that, we've laid the foundation for our creamy garlic sauce. With our garlic nicely sautéed and our kitchen filled with its enticing aroma, it's now time to take our sauce to the next level. So, stay tuned as we move on to the next step, where we'll be adding in the cream and Parmesan. Trust me, it's going to be a game changer. Now that our garlic is nice and fragrant, it's time to add the cream and Parmesan. The next step is to add the cream and Parmesan to our garlic. This is where our dish really starts to come together. We'll begin by pouring in the heavy cream. Make sure to do this gradually while continuously stirring to ensure everything combines harmoniously. You'll notice the sauce starting to take on a rich, velvety texture. Now it's time for the star of our show, the Parmesan cheese. Yes, this humble ingredient is about to lend its distinctive, nutty flavor to our sauce, transforming it into a creamy delight. As with the cream, we'll be adding the Parmesan gradually. This is crucial. Adding all the cheese at once can cause it to clump together, and we want a smooth, creamy sauce, not a lumpy one. As you stir in the Parmesan, you'll see the sauce thicken and become even creamier. That's the cheese melting and blending into the mixture. Keep stirring until you have a smooth, creamy sauce. By this point, the aroma wafting from your skillet should be nothing short of heavenly. The garlic, the cream, and the parmesan have all come together to create a sauce that's rich, creamy, and packed with flavor. And there we have it. Our creamy garlic sauce is ready. It's smooth, it's creamy, and it's brimming with the flavors of garlic and parmesan. But we're not quite done yet. Let's combine it with our cooked pasta. Now let's marry our pasta with this creamy, delicious sauce. The key to this step is to ensure that every strand of pasta gets an equal share of love from our sauce. This is where the magic happens, folks. Our al dente pasta is going to soak up this creamy, garlicky, cheesy goodness, and the result is a dish that's greater than the sum of its parts. Start by reducing the heat to low. Let's not scorch our sauce, we want it warm and welcoming for our pasta. Now take your well-drained pasta and gently add it into the skillet with the sauce. Begin to toss the pasta in the sauce, delicate but firm. The goal is to coat every piece of pasta evenly with our creamy sauce. Use tongs or a pasta fork if you have one. They really help to get that pasta well mixed in. As you toss, you'll see the pasta start to take on a glossy sheen. That's your cue. It means the pasta is absorbing the sauce, becoming one with it, a perfect marriage of flavors. Keep tossing until you're satisfied that every strand, every piece of pasta is coated in that creamy, garlicky, cheesy sauce. It should look like a symphony of flavor, and believe me, it tastes like one too. Our pasta is ready. All that's left is to serve and garnish. The aroma of garlic and cheese paired with the visual appeal of the pasta coated in creamy sauce is sure to make mouths water. Let's move on to the final steps and get this dish on the table. Now for the final step, serving and garnishing our creamy garlic parmesan pasta. This is the moment where all the magic we've created in the kitchen comes together on the plate. Remember, we eat with our eyes first, so presentation is just as important as taste. Let's start by generously ladling our beautifully coated pasta onto a clean, warm serving plate. Take your time here. You want to create a mound that showcases the pasta's creamy texture and the delightful specks of parmesan and garlic. You can use a pasta fork to twirl the pasta onto your serving dish for that restaurant-style look. Now, on to the garnish. Today, we're using freshly chopped parsley. The vibrant green of the parsley not only adds a pop of color, but also introduces a fresh, slightly peppery undertone that cuts through the richness of the creamy garlic parmesan sauce. It's a simple touch that makes a world of difference. Sprinkle the parsley evenly over the top of the pasta. Be generous, but don't overdo it. You want the garnish to enhance the dish, not overpower it. To finish off, you can add an extra sprinkle of grated Parmesan cheese on top for that extra bit of indulgence. And there you have it, a true masterpiece from your own kitchen. But the real magic happens when you dig in. The pasta should be perfectly al dente, each strand coated in the rich, creamy sauce. The garlic and Parmesan create a symphony of flavors, while the parsley adds that fresh note to balance everything out. It's a dish that's comforting, yet sophisticated, simple, yet indulgent. It's perfect for a cozy weeknight dinner, but elegant enough for a dinner party. Remember, cooking is not just about following a recipe. It's about creating something that brings joy, both in the making and the eating. So don't be afraid to put your own spin on this dish. Maybe add some grilled chicken or roasted vegetables for extra flavor and texture.